So now, if we have understood a charge as an atom, right? An atom, an atom that has lost or gained an electron, gained an electron. So this is a charge that we've just from studying in the previous video. So an atom that has lost or gained what? Gained an electron. That is what you call an electric charge. So this is a good definition, right? Like this one is a good definition. It helps us to understand how charges are developed from atoms and from elements. Meanwhile, if you go to a recommended book for electricity and magnetism, they're going to give you a different definition, right? So that is what I want us to go through in this video so that we get to understand what really charge is in the context of electricity and magnetism, other than the basic root of definition that we have just learned. So, in the case of an electric charge in the context of electricity and magnetism, the qualified definition, they're going to tell you that a charge, okay, a charge is a physical property of matter. Okay, physical property of matter that allows matter, okay, it allows matter to experience what? Force. So force means pull, right? Or push. Force also means attraction or repulsion. That is very important to take note of. So physical property of matter that allows matter to experience force, meaning a pull or a push, attraction or repulsion when it is placed in an electromagnetic field. Right. So this definition means that matter, okay, this definition means that matter has the ability to do what? To attract. And to do what? And to repel. That's one thing they want you to understand from this definition. So matter has the ability to do what? To attract and to repel. So the ability of matter to attract or to repel, what that means is that this helps us to understand why objects in nature are able to attract or to repel. What I'm talking about is, for instance, why is it that paint can hold and stick to a wall? What's the explanation for that? Why is it that you just don't wake up and you see the earth break apart? Why do all the particles in the atmosphere stay attached to each other or stay attracted? See? So the reason as into why matter is able to attract, let's say two objects. There's a wall here, right? With bricks, and then paint is sprayed on it. It sticks to the wall. The reason why this attraction is possible, the reason why you're able to walk on the ground, your feet is able to attract to the ground and also to repel, it's because of the presence of something called what? Electric charge. So electric charge is a physical property of matter. Remember that matter has got physical and chemical properties. So physical properties, you don't need the chemical medium to see the physical properties of matter. But in terms of a chemical property of matter, you need to put matter in a chemical medium for you to be able to see the chemical properties that attach to matter, right? So this definition simply means that the reason why things or objects in space, why stars can't fall apart, why the sun can't break apart, why the moon stands in space, is simply because of a property called what? Electric what? Electric charge. So charge is what helps matter to do what? To attract and to repel in the water in the universe. So that's a formal definition you should go with whenever you're asked to define what? To define an electric charge. Physical property of matter that allows matter to experience a push or a pull, an attraction or repulsion when it is placed what? In electromagnetic what? Electromagnetic field. So if you see that, we're going to come to a sub-theme called the origin of what? Origin of charge. This is something we've already talked about. So in the origin of charge, where does charge come from? So charge comes from the what? The loss or gain of electrons, Gain of electrons. Loss or gain of electrons, what? By atoms. So whenever atoms lose or gain electrons, they create charge. Yeah, so types of charge, they follow with ions. So types of charge. The types of charge, we've got one, positive charge. Two, you've got a negative charge. Positive charge. Then you've got a negative charge. So the SI unit of charge. SI unit of charge. So the SI unit of charge is simply what? The SI unit of charge is called what? Coulomb. And the symbol is capital letter C. So what is a coulomb itself? A coulomb is simply a quantity of charge, uh, quantity of quantity of charge, quantity of charge, quantity of charge flowing through a conductor. This means any conductor, right? Of 1 ampere, 1 ampere in 1 second. Okay. If you understand that, we're going to come to something called quantization of charge. Quantization of charge. So under quantization of charge, they want you to understand the size of and quantity of charge. That's all there is to it. The first thing that you should understand here is something called a point charge. Right? So what is a point charge? A point charge is simply the smallest charge. Smallest charge. Smallest charge that can be detected. Smallest charge that can be detected is called what? A point charge. And its size is equal to E is equal to 1.6 times 10 times 10 to the power negative 19 what? Negative 19 coulombs. Two, there's something called a variable charge. This is not in the book, but it helps you to differentiate a point charge. So something called a variable charge. Right? So a variable charge is any charge with any size other than the size of a point charge. Okay? Charge with size less than or greater than a point charge. Less than or greater than a what? Than a point charge. So this means such charges with sizes, let's say 2 microcoulombs, 10 coulombs, any other size other than the size of what? Of a point charge. 2 times 10 to the power negative 18 coulombs. Any size other than a what? Other than a point charge. That's what That's what a variable charge is. So, in summary, electric charge is simply physical property of matter that allows matter to experience a force when it is placed in an electromagnetic field. The origin of charge is loss or gain of electrons by atoms. There are two types of charges, a positive charge and a negative charge. The SI unit of charge is what? Is a coulomb. The coulomb is the quantity of charge flowing through a conductor of 1 ampere in 1 second. Quantization of charge, there are two things you should know. A point charge, meaning the smallest charge that can be detected. This means any charge below the size of 1.6 times 10 to the power negative 19 can't be detected anywhere in the universe. I mean, it's negligible for calculation. You might detect it, but you can't use it. It's not good enough for calculation. Then we have a variable charge. A variable charge is any charge size other than the size of a point charge. So that means it can be greater than a point charge or less than a point charge. Any charge that is not equal to the size of a point charge. You square the what? Square the variable.